All right, guys, 2015 AMG C63 battery. I'm gonna lift up this cover here. This guy comes off, and we should have access to the battery down here. This is where the battery is. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out a whole bunch of stuff. 13 millimeter. This guy. Let's take off all this stuff here. None of this is necessary to be here right now. We don't need none of this stuff here right now. Right now, what we need is access to the freaking battery. Okay, it's gonna bother us. Let's get everything that we don't need in here out. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm gonna get this off, and we're gonna take off this. We're gonna remove this terminal. This vacuum line comes off. These two come off. These two come off. We're gonna take off this as well. We're gonna remove this clip, and we're gonna remove this clip. And we got a 1313, and we probably got two down here. Let me get some tools. Okay, so to get this off, you guys gotta go back from here, and there's a clip over here. Let me make this go back down, and there's a clip right here, which is gonna kind of bother you guys to take this off. Let's get this guy out. Usually they break, but that's what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. Okay, just because that guy, he doesn't want to come out. There you go. Kind of gotta go straight. So this cover was here on the positive, I believe. We're gonna put that to the side. Let's get at least this guy out of here. He's gotta come out now. There's nothing holding this. Okay, so I'm gonna get a torque for here, but let's remove this guy right here. Let's remove this guy right here, so that's free, and you don't want to damage anything, so make sure you remove everything. So let's get this vacuum line off too while we at it. Okay, that's just a vent, so any liquid can just go down. So that comes off. Anyways, so far looking good. We're gonna remove this little guy right here. Okay, this guy's kind of loose right here, so we're gonna just take it off by hand. It was already loose. I ain't even losing that. So I think it's supposed to be like that. It's not. It's at the wrong position. Oh, they was jump starting this guy, and that's that. So we're gonna put this to the side. What size I used there? It's a little bit smaller. You might need one size up. T25. You might need a T27. Okay. So we need to remove that bolt, this bolt, two bolts there, and two and two. So these look like 13 millimeters. So I went and got me a 13 millimeter. I'm gonna reach deep down there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. This whole aluminum gotta come off. So if you lose them a little bit, then it should kind of free up for you to turn. You can even put a socket from down here, but this is not gonna be easy task to change this battery. I don't even have the battery number on it yet. They need me to give them a battery size on this baby. So that's that. I still got to get the one on the bottom off. Okay, so I might have to put the camera down because I need both of hands. Okay, you know what? I can reach in there. It's gonna be a pretty long video. Wow, my hand is tired. But I'm not gonna stop till I get that bolt out of there. There you go. That's 2. Got 2 on this side. I'm losing this. And you can even loosen one, and the other one you can just kind of, I'm gonna show you what you can do here. Let me get this off. Okay, it's too much load on that bolt. Wow. It's into aluminum housing here. So once you have that off, you can kind of lift this. I need to loosen that a little bit more. Once it's loose enough, you can kind of lift this out of the housing and leave this whole thing to the side. But we need to take 2 more and 2 more bolts off. Let me go get a 13 millimeter. Okay, so we can take that off. Take that off. Okay, they're all the same size. I can take this off and this off. And this whole lid here is gonna start to move. But remember, this wiring is not gonna let us take out the battery unless we at least get one side off. So I'm gonna go get 10 millimeter. Okay, so what I wanna do is this whole metal plate here is one piece. It's very light. I wanna loosen this so I can do this and I can have so much free play on this side. Oh my God, that bolt needs to come out because it goes through it. So I thought I got away with it, but it's gotta come off. Well, at least the module housing here comes off, but it goes through that. Well, it gives you more room now to play around with. So now you should be able to do this and get this battery out of there. And let's see if the parts guy can get us a battery. So here we are with the battery. We do have a battery number. So if you need any of these numbers for this baby right here, 160RC, this is the number you need, 900 curl cranking amps. So this is where the vacuum line goes. Not a vacuum line, regular line. So this little guy right here, we have to block at least one side. So this little guy, I usually like put it in there and I'm gonna tap it with something. And it goes in, it breaks off this little guy right here, you know? So you don't need to put that there. Just want to take one of my tools to smack that in. There you go. It's in there. Very important. You put that in. So pretty much we gotta take out the battery now. So let's loosen that. Let's loosen this. They say always take off the negative first and put it on last. So that guy comes off. This side should come off. And we're ready to remove this battery. And also pay attention, positive is on this side. So when we put that battery in, just like it is, because sometimes I've seen where it goes the other way around and the customer owner connects the battery the wrong way. So this thing is pretty heavy, and my idiot, me as idiot, hasn't taken that out yet. So I need to get the socket. Here we are. Gotta remove this little guy right here. And come on. So it holds the battery in place. Let's take that, leave it there. The battery you're gonna have to pull it forward a bit. And this guy is ready to come out. Oh God, I think it's heavy. Can't use both hands because I got a camera in the other hand. There it is. Whew. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna put the camera away and get that battery in place. So you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. Put the camera to the side. So there it is. The battery's in. From here, it's all reverse procedure here. So let's get this guy in. So the battery's gotta be pushed in so it can hold this in place. And once you do that, lock up your bolt here. And that's it. So what I'm gonna do next is we are gonna put the positive in. We're gonna switch our sockets. Too much switching around. Let me get the other socket. Sitting over here. Okay, I seen where people left batteries loose. And what happened was they replaced the battery, but it was no good because they left the terminals loose, and we don't need this 10mm no more. Let me get this 10mm out of the way. Switch. I'm trying to work with one hand here, guys. If I can do this with one hand, you guys can do this battery change with two hands. Okay, now that big cover's got to come in, the aluminum part, and I made a mistake where I shouldn't have put that negative in, because remember, we did this to it. But maybe we can squeeze this little guy right here and get this connector out. You know what? We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna loosen that off. Okay, so I'll loosen this one more time. We're gonna leave that hanging there. So we're gonna get this big aluminum piece. Again, we're gonna go just like that and just like that, and we should be able to align all the bolts and capture all the bolts. Make sure it's not pinching anything. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all these in. And remember, we can this is like a little hook. It can work against our favor. So let's see if I can put my impact on this. Yeah. There you go. That's much easier. Let's get this guy in. This one in the bottom. You don't want to put these four on the top. You don't want to lock them up, because if you lock them up, let's loosen this up too a little bit. These got to be locked in first, and now we can put this guy right here. And remember, this oval hole, this thing can reach right through here, and we should be able to get this in place. At least, okay, that should be doable right there. There you go. And there you have it. I still need to tighten this guy up, and I need to tighten up the two bolts down here. Okay. There you go. All right, so we do a little bit more on this, and I should be able to put my wrench on. This little guy right here. And this guy right here. And this guy. Right, so pretty much this is done. After that, make sure you put all your covers in, and this is nice and tight. Okay, and then don't forget that little plastic cover that goes here. And I still gotta tighten this, so let me switch up my sockets one more time. It just doesn't end. So this guy's gotta go in. Let's lock this up. All right, so that's that. This guy was here, so that can stay there. So this is tight, this is tight. We are gonna check the alternator output, so I'm not gonna put that cover on yet. We can stick this guy in right here, and we can stick this guy right here. Bada bing, bada boom. So let me start up the car, and we'll check the alternator output on this. I'm gonna grab all of my tools a little bit. Got my alternator set up over here. We're gonna check the alternator. We just replaced this battery, so we're gonna check the alternator voltage. But we do need to start the car. All the lights and everything is probably gonna be on the dash since we lost power. The battery was completely dead. And this is the push start. There you go. Parking light is on. All right. It's in park. I don't know if it's in parking brake is on or what's on, but we're gonna check the voltage on the alternator. So notice this battery says 2024 because the owner said he had the car sitting for a long time. I don't know why he said that to me, but I'm looking to get good close to 14 voltage reading on this. So we got it on DC here. There you go, perfect. So we got a good voltage on the alternator here. So the battery might be defect. All right, so, and the lights was flickering, car was kind of acting crazy. There you have it. So the good operating voltage on this alternator for this AMG. This is a 2015 AMG V8. This is a C63. There you go, 14 voltage, guys. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next video. So if you change the alternator or the battery, make sure you check the voltage. See you guys on the next video. So after this, put the little black cover right there here with the little screw, and put the covers on, the clip in there, the little cover, and make everything nice and neat. All right, guys, thank you for watching.